Hi, Cancer. I wanted to do a little bit of a different reading for you guys. So I have taken a bunch of my decks that I have, and I pulled 3 cards, 3 or 4, because this one got 4, so I took them. 3 or 4 different cards from every single deck that I have, and I'm gonna flip them and give you guys kind of like a little bit of the energy that's around you. This is a timeless reading, so you're not looking at a specific date. Like whenever you're seeing this, this is when you're supposed to see this message, okay? And also, it's for fun. I just want to try something different. I don't know if this is something that I'm going to continue to do, and if it's not, then you guys will obviously know. I'll just see how it does in terms of views and in the results that I get and feedback. So without further ado, let's just say a little prayer here. Let all these energies be the best energies for Cancer. Let them get a really good message from here, and let it be something that's for the benefit of everyone involved. Please let me be clear in the message, and let me be able to deliver it to Cancer for the highest good of everyone involved. Okay, so with that being said, Cancer, let's get started. Archangels, spirit guides, please come, protect us, and give us the best messages possible. So we open with King of Water, which is your energy, Cancer. King of Water is the King of Cups, and he is the boss. I mean, aside from the Emperor, the King of Water, he's pretty up there in the majesty realm. He is a very loving king. He is very supportive, and he's going to make sure that everybody is, content and happy. Like, look at his face. He's just so happy and content. Look it down at his kingdom and his, people that he loves and everything. And that's going to be the King of Water, which is your energy, Cancer. You're definitely the King of Water, whether you're male or female. And opening up with your energy just gives me a really, really good feeling that you guys are coming into a place where you're coming to your power. You're becoming, you're sure of who you are. You're sure what you want. You probably are, starting to run your business. You have people working with you. You have everything is pretty much coming up rosy for you at this time, and you're feeling it. And if it's not, it's definitely on its way, because you're attracting this energy to you. The second card is 2 of Earth. So the 2 of Earth is you're definitely balancing 2 things or juggling 2 things, however you want to look at it. Some people might think of it as juggling. Some people might think of it as balancing, because if you can handle it, then it's balancing, right? So the 2 of Earth is the energy of Earth, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. So this talks about you are very much supported also in your finances. So you're not worrying about money, because you have many opportunities coming to you, which sometimes can be a little bit of overwhelming and a little daunting, because now you're like, what do I choose? So that's what this 2 of Earth energy comes across for you in this reading, as you being open to opportunities, getting a lot of opportunities handed to you at the moment, and so you're having trouble discerning which one is the one that you're going to go to. And then you have the 9 of Fire. So the 9 of Fire is very similar to the 9 of Wands. So the 9 of Wands is a very, this one is represented here by stars. But the 9 of Wands is basically a person that's very guarded. They're very, they've been hurt in the past, so they put up a wall, and they don't really let too many people in, but they want to. So they're kind of hiding. Like, if you see the original 9 of Wands in the original tarot, it's a man with a bandage on his head, and he's standing behind a bunch of staffs, right? So the staffs are meant to represent a lot of wars and a lot of battles that he has won, because he's still standing and even holding on to one of them. But he's hurt from them. So he's a little bit like apprehensive about wanting to come out of it. So he's used all of these staffs that he's collected because of his wins, and he's made kind of like a little bit of a cell. So it's a little bit of an imprisonment because he's scared to let himself have the emotions that he needs to have. But with the Nine of Fire, it almost seems like you're ready to let down that guard, and you're ready to put yourself out there, basically. You know, the Nine of Wands or Nine of Fire reverts to Eight of Fire, which is an energy of being wanting to send out a lot of love messages. So you might be getting some, you know, correspondence and some email messages or anything like that, text messages, however you communicate with people. You're going to start seeing a lot of people reach out to you again, or you're going to be reaching out to some people because it's going to make it to where you are now open to those advances or those offerings, you know, those opportunities. So moving on to the next deck, you have Two of Swords. So you have a lot of twos. So it's, you know, the twos is balance, but it's also indecision. So you might have more than one person getting, bringing you a love offer. This is perfect. So you have the Knight of Coins right after the Two of Swords, and the Two of Swords is basically indecision. You can't really see which way you're going to go. One could be practical, the other one could be, you know, fantastical, and you're not really sure if you should follow the fantasy or you should follow the practicality of your circumstances, you know. And so you end up kind of in this place where you're like, I'm not sure what to pick. Okay, you're ready because you have the Nine of Fire and you're ready to move forward, but you're still kind of like, well, I don't know what to do because this guy's nice or that girl's nice, but then this guy and this girl has their stuff together and they know how to take care of things, you know. So you're kind of in this place where you're not really able to make a decision. Okay, the Two of Swords is air energy, which is Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and the Two of Swords is where you're like, I can't even think straight. You know, it's air energy. So it's very flighty and you can't really see correctly because, you know, the earth grounds you. But the air, it's when you're confused, when you have indecision, when you're not really sure which way to go. That's the Two of Swords energy. But you do have something coming for you, and you have the Knight of Coins. With this energy, you could be deciding between two people. This is, you know, Capricorn, this is the earth energy that you need to ground you. So this person might be that practical person that comes in and shows you graphs and charts and, you know, a Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, they're very grounded. They're very organized. They want to show you the way that things will practically be, you know, like in a very practical manner. Not so much in let's have an adventure, but let's plan what our future is going to be in like 10 years, you know, that kind of an energy. But it is a very grounding energy. It is very solid. It's a path where you're not going to have to worry about money because they're going to work their butt off to make sure that you're stable and that you're safe and secure. Then you have the Queen of Sorrows. So the Queen of Sorrows in this deck is like the Queen of Swords. You see Cersei. Is that Cersei in her throne? Well, the Queen of Sorrows or the Queen of Swords is a very sharp, also air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and is a very selfish type of an energy. So this might be your counterpart or your counter offer from the earth energy that you could have. And this person might just be a little selfish, and they might just be giving you a offer because you are what they need, not necessarily what you need. So be careful with that kind of a personality around you, because Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, they're very selfish. When it's in the reverse, it talks about a person that can be very selfish. And no offense to any Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. Trust me, my family members are those signs. I have Libra, so I wouldn't want to like offend anybody. It's not an offense. But the energy in the reverse, it's the shadow side of that person. And we all have that shadow side. But that shadow side of the Queen of Sorrows, she's very ruthless, and she's not gonna care about hurting somebody's feelings just to get what she wants and to get her point across. So in that way, I even admit that there's times when you are in that reverse Queen of Sorrows, Queen of Swords energy. And that's fine. People can move in and out of energies, and it doesn't mean that they're a bad person. It just means that in this situation, this might be a person that is approaching your relationship in a very selfish way. Okay, so that was a really roundabout, long way to tell you that, but this person might be selfish. They may not be in it for you. So, okay, so moving on to, I will do tarot and then I'll move into the oracles. Okay, so we'll come here. Again, Nine of Wands. So you have the Nine of Fire here and you have the Nine of Wands here, which is same card, but different deck. So the Nine of Wands, like I said, very guarded. You see how this is the one I was telling you. So this is the one where he has all the stabs from all the fights he's won, but now he's making them kind of like, I'm going to protect myself with these. And I'm not going to let people in. See how he's kind of behind the staff? So you're definitely in this place where you're ready to come out of being so guarded. You want to, enjoy interactions with people because you might be feeling a little lonely. You know, when you've been hurt for so long. I want to see if I can find the Eight of Wands in the same deck. When you have been alone, when you get a little lonely, you tend to want to let down that guard that has protected you in order to allow for some people to come in. And that can go either way. It can go where finally you let someone in and they're great, or or the same thing you were worried about, they come in and they hurt. So of course you have every right to be guarded. But let me show you this. When you revert back to the Eight of Wands, this guy's ready to send out love messages. He's ready to have this communication of passion and feeling that lovely feeling of being inspired. When you have like an inspiration to like write a book or draw a painting or something like that, this is what the Eight of Wands energy is. So you are here, which reverts back to this. So you're letting your guard down, but you want to send these messages out because you want this passionate communication. You want people to come at you in a loving way and with loving messages. And so you are definitely in a position where, you could get hurt, but you're almost willing to risk it to have that interaction. And you know this because Queen of Swords. This is also air energy, Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. And the Queen of Swords is very determined to be clear about what she needs. The fact that you have this, and you have it a couple of times here, you have the Queen of Sorrows in the reverse, but I feel like once you let go of this guard and you start having this energy of communication with somebody in a loving way, then you are very clear about what you want. The Queen of Swords is a beautiful energy. Very, 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 honest. And if she tells you she loves you, she means it. Okay. But she's very, how do I say this? She's very direct. So it may not come off as fluffy as other people might expect. So be aware of that. Just be mindful to sprinkle some of this King of Water, King of Cups energy into you. Put some Cancer love and Cancer softness into your interactions. Okay. Be clear about what you want, but be soft about it too. Okay. Don't be too harsh, because then you have the Ten of Swords energy. And this is the end of a cycle of being betrayed, being hurt, disappointed. Okay. But you also don't want to end up in this type of an energy where if you're not soft with your words and your communication, it could backfire on you. So just words of caution. I'm not saying anything super harsh. accept that. But this is good that it's a 10 because it's almost at the end of this. Like, this might be the situation that if you can balance this energy of being very honest with your King of Water energy of being soft and loving, then you can avoid any more of this. Okay? So the message from the universe has your back is energy flows where my intention goes. And isn't that like the communication, being soft about it, being kind? If you throw out love, love's going to come back. Like, that is the perfect message for you. Let me tell you. It's so beautiful. Okay. So let's move on to the Lover's Oracle. The first card that I pulled for you is this one, Healing. It says, imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed at this very moment. So when you choose to have this type of love and loving energy in exchange, you heal each other. Okay, it definitely can be a very healing relationship if you allow it to be. Okay. And this one says, look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. So this is really good to gauge where you're at. Yes, you want to let your guard down. Yes, you want to let people in. You want to accept these offers. You want to be loving and kind, but you want to be honest. And you want to avoid betrayal and disappointments at all costs, right? So by taking a look inside of yourself, you have to see what it is that you can do to heal whatever is not healed in you that keeps creating the same patterns and the same disappointments. Okay? You have the ability to do that. You have the ability to ask for what you need, but in a very loving way, because you're a Cancer. You know, you might be tough on the exterior, but inside you're soft and you're kind and you're loving and you unconditionally love. So when you can put out that unconditional love and unconditional thoughts and feelings towards those that you want to attract, that's going to come back to you. Then you have, don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do. For it is only on being true to yourself that you can be true to others. So, I mean, look inside yourself, heal yourself. A lot, what you send out comes back to you. Like, all of these are saying the same thing. And it is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And then after that, after all of that, if you can be honest with yourself, if you can ask for what you want, you're going to have romance. And it says Cupid's arrow strikes. And let me tell you, what is the Eight of Wands? It's Cupid's arrows. All of this, it just plays so beautiful. It's perfect for you guys. Okay. I'm going to pull your archangel cards. And you got remember who you are, life review, and crystal clear intentions. Like, this is so beautiful how this worked out. This one, look inside yourself. Remember, you had that one here. Look inside yourself. And this one, remember who you are. So the message from Archangel Michael is, you are a powerful, loving, and creative child of God. You are very loved. That is so beautiful. And then after that, you have life review. And life review says, Archangel Jeremiah says, take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is imbalanced. Guys, what? I can't make this stuff up. If your angels are not talking to you, I mean, I don't even know what to tell you. I am definitely enjoying this energy. Thank you so much, Cancer. I am so excited for you. I want you to be crystal clear in what you want and what your intentions are for your life. How do you want to see your life? How do you want to see yourself? What kind of job do you want? What kind of money do you want to bring in? Ask for it. What kind of person do you want? Ask for it. every single detail. Do not leave out details. Ask for what it is that you want. Archangel Michael says, be clear about what you desire and focus upon it with unwavering faith. Guys, Archangel Michael is one of my favorite. I love working with Archangel Michael, and I just love praying, you know, my little prayers of gratitude to the archangels for being around us and helping us, and, you know, being back and forth with, you know, I mean, whatever you believe. I'm not trying to like put anything on you guys, but basically, even if you don't believe in archangels, you can definitely set your intentions for the life that you want and the life that you want to see for yourself. You know, you have the power to attract the wonderful life that you want, and you deserve that, because we all deserve to be happy. We all deserve to have love, and we all deserve to have the life that we want the way we want to see it. Okay, so don't limit yourself. Don't limit your prosperity, your love, friends, all the wonderful things that you want to see in your life. You know, put it out there. Write it in a book. Allow it only to be in a positive way. Allow yourself to only ask for the things that you want, and don't allow anything that is negative. Even thinking about the things you don't want is negative, so don't even allow those thoughts to come into your heart or in your mind. Practice only asking for what it is that you do want. Okay? I send you guys so much love. And I'm sending you so many wishes of success and happiness. And may all of the dreams and all the intentions that are great and wonderful for you come true for you. And I hope to see you guys next time.